Hello, thank you for watching these videos. Again, this is for my students, for anyone who's interested in Buddhism. Um, there are a lot of great teachers in North America and European countries, just as there are many teachers in Asian countries. So I hope that I can continue to play my part in whatever way it could be useful. Today, I'd like to share a part of Dharma message that I shared at Zenshuji Soto Mission yesterday on July 18th. Today's 17th. Today's 18th. And this is a special time of the year for many Japanese and Japanese Americans. It's sort of like all the Western people, whether you're Christian or not, during the Christmas time, you have this sort of interesting feeling. It's joy, it's happiness, but also it's a trace of sadness. Maybe we become a little bit sentimental. Midsummer is such a season for many Japanese people because we welcome the spirits of our ancestors. We spend time together, of course, in so many levels, right? Then we send them off back to the other shore, the other world. It brings us back a lot of memories from the early childhood, how we were ourselves. By remembering them, we stay in touch with who we were. I wondered if you have had any try to check your DNA, like your ancestry. Now there's an archive or database, I don't know, there's some kind of technology that helps you find out where you come from, which part of continent, what sort of ethnic groups or race, what's your racial background, stuff like that. Maybe even if you don't do that sort of thing, you might have visited your own home country if you're immigrants, or your grandparents or parents and grandparents' home country, and maybe we try to find your own distant cousins, relatives. I wonder if you had any experience where you talk to these distant relatives and then, to your surprise, you realize how similar they are. Not just the appearance, but their favorite sports, favorite food, even just the way they put the cup on the table. Some subtle things are so identical. If you can all get together, like the way we get together with our friends, if you could round up all our ancestors, descendants all together, we'd probably be laughing all the time, just finding out how not just similar, but how same we all are. There was one time a story of back in Japan of somebody from the membership who had a younger brother, and his wife, so sister-in-law, had two young children, 1-year-old girl, 5-year-old boy, and then suddenly died. The parents passed away by car accident. So these young children were left behind. They survived the parents. So for this man who just lost his brother and his family, his wife, sister-in-law, he wasn't sure how to tell these two young children where their mom and dad went, where they were. So he thought, because it's not like these small children have the memories of their parents. As they get older, they would wonder where they were. The way he explained to them was that their mom, their dad were such persons, and then they live in their hands, in their heart, in their body, in their mind. Such was how he explained. And also such is how we see ourselves in relation to our ancestors. When we bow to the altars, the symbols of our spirits, we're not just bowing to somebody from the past, because that somebody is actually us. And that somebody is us. When we bow, that bow is directed not to somewhere else. It's directed right back to us. There is undeniable sense of connectedness. You could simply say, yes, that is called DNA, that is called blood. But this also gives us this perspective. What does it even mean for us to say, this is me? When we say me, it is more inclusive than we think. This tradition of commemoration is a great reminder of who we actually are. We don't need to think too much philosophically, but it allows us to sort of just a teeny bit step out of our conventional way of looking at who we are, because it's not just the small us. So, in our Zen tradition, when we bow, this bow is directed in all directions. Essentially, it is directed right here as well. So, such is how we understand the commemoration of ancestors. So, to all of yous in the past and to all of yous in the future as descendants, we'd like to bow in Gassho. Namakie Butsu, Namakie Ho, Namakie So. ありがとうございます。